be doing here? You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Bulls of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Panthers of Orlando. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Play action. Now Richardson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 38 yards on the scamper there.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 53 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Richardson off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, a moment
momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. 18, 5 in. Go.
Hall ought to give up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Shoves him aside near the 30. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. On the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Detroit. Rita. Dom Capers. Hey, why shit, Mac? Here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Great. Cockroach. Apple.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down and 6 now.
Gold cutter, gold cyclone, gold cyclone.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
Detroit Johnson. Up.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Timberland. Detroit. Bama.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Great. Jump right, Pacino. Timberland. Up.
Looking to throw. Jones. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown. Breece Hall, 51 yards. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Panthers 10. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Up, go.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Lock in the cage, lock in the cage. Up, go.
Barkley, toss play left. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back row, back row, back row. Go north salad. Go north salad. Up, go.
The toss out to Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On the 6.
3rd down and 6. Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Waddle now to return it. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A nice little juke. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 46. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Here we go. Elsa, 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 Elsa. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. South salad, South salad, South salad, South salad.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Ladybug, ladybug, ladybug,
Brings up
ladybug.
3rd down and 9.
Great, 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 great. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Other side, other side. Rita, 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 Rita.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Great, great.
Straight ahead is Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Drop 19, drop 19. Drop 50, drop 50.
Richardson looking to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Richardson back to throw it. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Great. Woodland, Woodland, gold, cockroach.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Go check.
They go play action with Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check smash. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Ball again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 11.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Jones throwing to start the drive.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it with the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. Out of the shotgun and run with Barkley. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Jones looking to change the play. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. Now get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. AC Cardinal.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, Panthers. Go, Reed. Go. Steady.
They'll go again with Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, it's Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and they'll separate the receiver from the ball.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Richardson going on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Troy Johnson. Timberland.
The slot man in motion right.
Detroit. Bama. Up we go.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 2 brings up
Triple right for Chino. Timberland. Up we go.
To throw on second down, Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ball again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
19-18.
On first down, right back to Hall. And nothing but daylight ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Breece Hall. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bulls are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Cougar 19. Lion.
A give, running right is Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Left. 18, 5 years. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. 19 Lions.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Half 18, half 18.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Dom Capers.
To throw again, Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be crowded well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jones wants to change it up.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 Eagles, 60.
Off play action, Richardson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Right there, hurt. Pass to 60. Ready.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And that is no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit Johnson.
Back to throw. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Timberland.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Quick toss to Knox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row. They've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic